Yeah, it's gonna be. You earned 22.5 points in that.
Way better than last time.
Okay, and then.
There we go. All right, I think we're live. I think we're live now. I think we can do this. It looks kind of far, doesn't it? We'll go ahead and phone in a friend so we can get this closer. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is me once again, Erik Z. TC is behind the camera, but don't worry, you'll hear him 27 times as he also opens the door for people who are also trying to get out. Go ahead and let you do that one time.
Doorman cross-training.
That's right, we give TC 1,000,001 uses to go ahead and use his talents and all of his ability. Welcome once again to the Veteran-Owned Business interview. Fun time, sunshine, here we go, Coach Cheese Spotlight. And as always, if we're not at the studio, we like to go remote. And this week, we are going remote. We are here at Stillwell's Learning Center to interview a you never saw her before. I honestly said, I can honestly tell you have no. Wow, Ben's right there. Beautiful. You have not seen her before, I assure you.
Dun da da da. Royalty.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Amber Trapez? Gomez. We're gonna go with Gomez. Her DM threw me off a little bit.
Yes, sorry.
And why don't you go ahead and tell us about. First of all, welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you after so many months trying to get her on here.
Yes, a lot. I didn't know how unavailable I was on Thursdays until we started trying to work on Thursdays.
One thing leads to another. Things happen. Shiny objects get in the way. I got guitar sessions I got to go to. You know, it's beautiful. But hey, we're finally able to do this. And tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a veteran-owned network. Well, what brings you into the game? What is your background?
All right, so I was born and raised here in Sierra Vista, one of the very few locals.
A native.
Yes. I tried to escape. I joined the Navy. I got as undeserty as I could. I went to the other side of the planet, and I still ended up right back here in Sierra Vista. I did 4 years as a radar technician in the Navy. It was a lot of fun.
We're going to have door stuff going on all day today.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Just go ahead and focus on her.
I just recently started my business here in the past year. Before that, I was working on post as a contractor. And I had my son, and we started doing this as a family gig, inspired by my wedding. It was a decade ago in September that I had a flipbook booth at my wedding. And it's been literally 9 years since then I mentioned it, and everybody from my wedding was able to pull out their old books and tell me how much they loved having a flipbook at my wedding. And so when we decided we wanted to make this business, I knew that I had to make flipbooks because I loved them.
So yeah, I was going to ask that, you know.
Is this thing on?
First, we have to get Walter Concrete ready. That's what I was going to ask. You know, as you said, you spent your time in the Navy doing your thing, getting away from the desert stand, going into the pleasures of water and shore. So you come back to Sierra Vista, and you say you introduced your flipping photos or your photo booth and such. But what brought you and photo booths like that together in the first place?
A love of Pinterest, looking for my own wedding supplies. I came across another version, and I noticed that nobody else was doing it. And somehow still, nobody else is doing it. We're like the best kept secret. But everyone we talk to loves the books and loves the idea. And most of all, it's flippin' fun.
Because I know that when I was back in Indiana in 2019, I know I went to a wedding, a friend of mine, and they had a photo booth, and it was just regular, what you'd expect you see at a mall or something. You take a picture, there's a booth, and you know, they had like little signs that'll like, hey, what's going on? And hats and stuff like that. But, and there was also one we did here, maybe I want to say 2 years ago. But yes, yours is something of a different nature, flipping photos. So if you could like explain like a little bit more on that, what's the process on something like that?
Okay, great. So the process would be very similar to the photo booth that you went to a wedding and got to use, where they have the delightful props. And our big difference is, instead of a screen that would be static, that everybody would have the same background, we decided to do a green screen background, and everybody's background can be entirely different. And we like that it gives extra motion, so that when you flip through the flip book, it looks like the background's moving as well as you. And we just think that's the neatest little thing, a little homage to the past brought into the future. And it's a chance to be creative, because somebody has come up with some pretty cool ideas on ways to use the flip books. So, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I want you to go ahead and say your stuff. No, this is about you. This ain't about me. I'll go ahead and get my signature on there any way I can. But, we're going to go ahead and talk about you, because, like I said, you're bringing something new to the game. I mean, and now you just talked about the green screen. It made me think about a place in Tucson, maybe a mall, maybe a place where you can play a lot of games. I'm not going to mention that one place by name or anything, but, if I was to go round and round and round, but they have some booths over there, and they also have like a little background or a little screen of that nature, and they like to, my wife and I, we did one of those, so we're like in a horror Japanese anime background.
Ooh,
Good
yeah.
times. So, does your screen, does it offer themes, or do you have themes, or what types of different pictures do you?
I'm so glad you brought that up. We love to customize. So I am a bit of a creative myself, and so I love designing new backgrounds and making those come alive for whatever theme anybody's come up with. So we did a bat mitzvah for a young lady, and we were able to give her, for her disco theme, a pink disco ball in the background that said Mazel Tov Sarah across the
Nice.
screen.
Oh, nice.
For hers, and of course her books had the covers that also say, Happy Birthday, or Mazel Tov, or anything that they wanted to put on them. So I really love that we can customize not only the screen, but also the book covers themselves.
That's what, and I'm glad you said that. I like how you say you can customize and bring it to how they want. So it's pretty good. You bring your own drum and stuff. Go ahead and sound off on that. That's pretty amazing. How long have you been doing? I know you said you came back to Sierra Vista and you introduced that, but how long have you been doing this?
So this is actually a new venture. This is something that I only started within the last year. Our first official gig was for Father's Day. So we've been working since about June of last year actively doing booths, and we've had so much fun. We've gotten to do some line dancing at Doc's. We've gotten to...
Doc's found a way to get back in this game.
Doc's is in everybody's game.
Yeah.
Free advertising for Doc's.
There you go, Doc's.
But it's been a challenging starting your own business from nothing. It's been a real learning experience, but it has been so flippin' fun.
Speaking of that, should we showcase a flipping book?
Well, yes. Why, yes. Why, yes, sir, we should. Go ahead and check out this flipping book, and she can explain it a little bit more, because if I explain it, yeah, it's basic.
All right, so we've got the cover here for the front. We can do whatever you want. We wanted to really honor Stillwell since they let us use their space today. So we went ahead and got their info on the back too. And if you are looking for a tutor, Stillwell's is a fantastic learning center. And then we can do like that. And you can see each individual page shifts just a little bit from the last. But when you play it back quickly, you watch it like a video and you can see what they did.
Cool. How many pages are in there?
So that one is 28 pages, but for a little extra cost, I can always increase the pages and we can make this a really detailed book, or we can just kind of get the idea across. But 28 pages is usually enough coverage. It's only a 7-second video, so it's about 4 frames per second.
Nice. Very cool.
How do you Well, heck, let's just get right into the nitty gritty of it.
Oh, grease screen type.
Here we go. It's time to have some fun, kids. No, go ahead. No, really. Believe me, you're.
No, I'm
considering how much room is there, you're going to want to go ahead and get up in there.
All right. So this is what you would see as a client. You would be coming in and you would be able to choose your background here.
Okay.
You are a little taller than the children we've been using as.
I may act like one, but I'm a tall kid at heart.
You're the tallest kid at the Stillwell's Learning Center.
Here we go. I'm going to graduate.
You could get an award, or at least a magnet.
But we can take you out to space. We can take you to a nice Christmassy event. We can give you some just generic shapes for fun.
Oh, Doctor Who! I know that one.
Yay!
I know that one.
Put you in China. We can do anything. So if you are having an event that's themed in any way, we can make that a background.
Oh, you can pretend to be cold.
You can pretend to be cold.
I could go outside right now and be cold.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
I
rather
get that
pretend.
one. That is pretty cool.
So we have all kinds of creative ways that we can do this, and then whatever video you decide you want to make with whatever props you decide you want to use, you can just grab onto that, stick it on your head,
Right.
and then press play. It'll give you a nice little countdown so you can get set, and then whatever you do here in these 7 seconds, it'll print into a book. So we can just...
How did you get into that book? Why are you in a book? Who put you in a book?
So it stops and shows what it'll be, and then if we just hit print, and you can print the number of copies that you're interested in. So if we were to do all of this together and we each wanted a copy, we could print 3 books. There we go. But we're not going to. We'll just print one for now. And it prints it instantly.
Oh, wow.
Right at our printer over here.
Very nice.
So within minutes, you have your very own custom book with your custom cover, your information that you want, and whatever background you're interested in. Also, we can bring different signs, different props, and we can make this event really, really yours and
Completely
really, really
customized?
unique.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's a really fun idea. Everybody seems to be enjoying it.
You're
We
a
love-
Galahad over here.
Well, I mean, after you get done with it, you got to go ahead and cut up the pictures and make them all set up and perfect and everything. So, you know, I'm just trying to stake my claim and...
I'll let you in on an insider secret.
There we go.
These pages, I buy special paper. So not only do we get them because they're very high quality, we do dye sub printing. So what that does is it's actually making this ink a part of this paper. So I could, if I wanted to, pour water on it and it won't run. It won't spill. It won't ruin it. I've even soaked a page in water overnight to see if it would get the dye out. It doesn't at all. So it's a really good solid investment. But also, I split them in half.
Oh, look at that!
And they come right apart. That's my secret.
And it doesn't require Wi-Fi or electricity.
It does require electricity to
Kinda.
make.
No,
but
no,
not to
for the
use.
book.
It's
That's-
just kinetic human energy.
Look what I can do with this.
That is awesome, Connor. My kids are a big part of my business too.
I forgot this one.
Of course you can.
They help me pick
That's
the
a
props.
stab, no stabby.
No.
Hey, Connor, can I have a minute?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was waiting for Eric to do a swordfish boat captain joke with the sword.
I don't think so.
We were all going to pretend we're in Gloucester. Speak with an accent.
That is amazing. Oh, this is nice.
Right? Oh, sorry, buddy.
I know you said you did some events. What other events have you done?
So
Very cool.
aside from what I've already mentioned, let's see, what else have I done? I did the 2nd of July, 4th of July event. What was that? Standing Up for Freedom, Standing for Freedom for the Veteran Suicide Awareness.
Right.
That's a big cause that we're part of. My brother actually, he lost his life in 2020. So
We
it's
will also be having that again this
very
year.
near and dear to our hearts.
Information
and our cause.
coming soon.
Good to know. Good to know. Probably be there again this year.
So will we. Hopefully not as hot.
Yes. That was hot. But we learned that we can do it. We've got a tent, so we can do outdoor events.
Well,
It
that's
just
good.
takes a little bit more work.
Have you or just an outdoor events? Have you considered having any indoor events? I know they sometimes have events at the mall. They're going to have, sometimes I'll have them at, there's one coming up, I believe, Hummingbird Senior Community Center. There's one coming up in February. Have you considered any indoor events?
That is a good point. We've actually used our mall as just kind of a starting grounds to see what we were doing, and we were charging $10 a book, and we had a lot of fun.
That's
that
not
way.
bad at all.
We like indoor events.
Get
Indoor
some
events are
feelers out
definitely
there?
our
Oh, yeah.
favorite.
I mean, obviously weddings and all the other stuff will be indoor, but I'm like indoor type event stuff, vendor event stuff like that.
Vendor events, yeah. We did a craft fair at the mall.
Okay.
And so kind of had a whole bunch of different covers for all sorts of different types of crafts.
It kind of looks like a sniper.
Yes, it does.
Because I prefer yarn type and paint type, but other people, they do like clay or they create puppets.
Yeah.
And I can make different covers for
Puppet,
all
puppet.
sorts of different crafters.
Hey,
So,
put your hands up.
hey Connor, can you please give me some time?
Yes.
Thank you.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm spitballing in my head, and I'm like, ooh, puppet with this show, or what's her name, Lorianne,
With the painting?
with the paint parties.
Yeah.
You go to a paint party, go home with a painting, and then be able to have a photo book like that and to incorporate it. I'm like, that'd be kind of groovy.
Yeah, some of the things
and
we
it
were-
was what?
Some of the things we were talking about over at the vendor, veterans owned business. You know that meeting you missed on Tuesday.
I didn't know it was Tuesday. I knew it was Tuesday, but I didn't know Tuesday had a rove, right?
He, like
A
Rob, was
ribbon?
on assignment, so
Yes.
it's understandable. But we were talking about doing types of collaborations. I know Chosun Martial Arts and myself were in the process of working on a collaboration. Also, another collaboration to think about. You know, you could do a flipping photos / your making friends puppeteer
Right.
events. Anything of that nature.
Yeah, we go with anything. Any sort of business propositions that you've got going on. If you're doing a grand opening, or if you just want to draw in a little bit more business, I like how we can make the covers for your business specifically.
And right there on
that's
the
kind of
spot.
a little bit of a business card.
I mean,
Yeah.
that took what? Less than, 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
Yeah, just a couple of minutes. Come
For
over
the-
here doing the photos. Photos still going off in here because she knows that I like to look at me all the time.
Doesn't everyone?
I know everybody likes to look at me. I'm kidding.
You're so
I'm kidding.
pretty.
Just for the wife. I'm too pretty for prison though. But we're not gonna say that out loud. Yeah, but while she was doing that, she just got printed out the photos real quick. She showed how quick that the ink, the colors dry on there, water resistant and everything. And then the paper goes ahead and pre-cut perfectly, and then just put them together. Minutes. In minutes, you can
Right.
have quality in your hands.
Very impressive. Absolutely impressive.
Do you have any future events coming up? I don't want to let any cats out the bag or any surprises, but anything.
So our next big event is in Tucson. We are going to be doing the Bridal Wars event.
Oh, nice.
that'll be
At the
fun
mall?
for this.
A little bit cooler than your usual bridal shower event type location where you just have a bunch of different vendors. This one is kind of like Tug of War, American Ninja Warrior Bride.
Oh, punchy sticks?
You could get teams of all your family members. and
I would
kick
pay.
some
I'd
butt.
pay to watch that.
Bridal tug of war. I gotta see that.
Do you have to bring your own bride, or do you get one there at the event? How does that work?
I'm pretty sure it's for the brides to do.
He's not trying to say mail order bride. I hope he wasn't trying to go that. You was trying to go that way, wasn't you?
Is it just because I'm a guy? Is that why it's mail order?
No, it's 2024, baby. Anybody can order
Mis-
a bride, and the
misogynistic?
bride to give you whatever they want.
I'm telling you. But look at
Welcome to
that.
the silly portion of the show. Look at this.
So just that quickly, and we have got
Flippin' amazing.
for you.
Thank you. I do.
It's Erik in 1D, 2D, and 3D, depending on your thumbs. I guess it's mandatory that you have thumbs or no shoes on and toes.
Well, that just means I won't let some of the pets who roam my street go ahead and get on there because we have no thumbs.
That's very cool. And then that is that.
That is nice.
So you figured out a way to bring technology back a step or two.
Yeah, we like to go forwards and backwards at the same time and really confuse
I
people.
totally dig it. And
I like that.
you're the kink, so of course.
She can be whatever you want.
That is absolutely awesome.
So, how can people get in contact with you?
So they can reach us at our website, Flippin' Fun Photos, Photos, or same name. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Pinterest, we are everywhere you are.
Okay.
Nice.
So that was Flippin' Photos.
Flippin' Fun Photos.
Oh,
FFF.
yeah. In other words, all this stuff on the back right here, which eventually we're going to go ahead and put those in the comments section after we get done with this.
Fantastic.
So that people will go ahead and have a quicker link at that.
Yeah. And you got your phone number on there and everything. So
Yep, the whole 9.
yeah, you could come out and showcase any business. And
Yes, we love to do business to business as well as any type of parties. We're really anti-discrimination-y. So
I'm thinking, I mean, just
Anybody can take a
looking at this. This is absolutely amazing. But yeah, you could print all that out and have a photo book or custom business cards that are photos and go, hey, here you go.
Yeah, I've been telling my husband at, I'm just going to name drop Old West Cleaning here too, that I could get a video of him doing some carpet cleaning, just nice, nice, clean swoosh there. Just print that out. People might like to watch that.
Nice.
Something satisfying about watching a stain go away.
If you need somebody to make the mess, I'm available.
I do have
My
a lot of
wife would
children
enjoy seeing
that might
the
give you
mess
some
go away.
competition.
My wife would enjoy that.
I like seeing messes go away too.
Vinegar, something else would be great just to get it out of all.
I'm trying to make fun of you, honey, but I just did. Yeah. How long have you been married?
We've been married. It'll be 10 years in September.
Outstanding. 10 years.
Yep, he is my business partner, and I couldn't do it without him. So I really like having a system that's really in with me. Usually he's the one to set all this stuff up. He made me do it today. So, but I'm still going to give him props.
It's good to learn it just in case. You never know. Sometimes my wife's saying, I really don't feel like going out with you. Going, all right, I already know how to put up the tent and everything else. One person, I can do it, so fair enough.
You said you got 2 locations here, right?
Stillwell's Learning Center has 2 locations. I'm not
Okay.
a part of them, but yes, they also
Okay.
have a location in Hereford.
Okay. Very cool.
Well, I am so happy that you came out.
I'm
onto the
so glad you
program
guys
today.
finally got together.
I'm so
with
glad
me.
we finally were
Yes.
able to work this one
Yes.
out.
It took a lot of trying.
Flipping photos, a whole bunch of props, custom, however you want that background. I'm coming back for the Doctor Who. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna find a couple.
Very cool.
I think we have some Doctor Who merch we could probably bring for next time. I do
It's
have
gonna
a
get
pet.
better.
Okay.
It's gonna get better.
What about the backgrounds? You got some Muppets backgrounds in there?
We can get Muppets backgrounds. We can get all the backgrounds.
Oh, I could bring some of my puppets to be with the Muppets.
Yes.
Muppets and puppets. I'm totally digging it.
Muppets. There you go. Well, again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, pay attention. After we get this video up, possibly within the next hour or two, we're going to go ahead and put that website into the comments, as well as all her social media links, so you can go ahead and get with Amber, and you could go ahead and get your own flipping photo little flip book going on, so you can have for whatever you want, for like you said, for weddings, bridal wars, bar mitzvahs. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
And even line dancing.
Line
You can get
dancing.
creative.
Go, and you can have it at any business, docks, or you go to the mall and like do something for the puppets.
Yeah.
Do something for the ketone puppets.
Ketone puppets.
Which we have back over at the studio, as a matter of fact. Ruby's Chocolates. Rob, I know you're paying attention. Don't
Right.
pretend you're not paying attention. I know you are. I know you're on assignment, but come on, my guy.
Chocolate tasting flip book.
Oh.
Hear that, Rob?
Just go through the flip book and just watch people enjoy chocolates as they go.
That's how you can tell which ones are the best chocolates. You get a video of each one, and then you can see which one they really prefer.
We just got to convince
Thinking of it on the spot, I'm telling you. On
convince
the spot,
those
making
guys
moves like this.
to give us the chocolate gratis for the video. You know.
But we're going to go ahead and head out of here for the day because, you know, she set it up here. She's got to take it down, so she needs some time to do that because this place is going to turn off the lights, lock the doors, and I'm sure she don't want to be on the inside going, hope there's not a sensor. Don't move. Oh, no.
It froze.
What's that game? Squid Games, like that.
Ooh, I don't mess with Squid Games.
But hey, thank you once again for watching Coach Cheese Spotlight, veteran-owned business, Thursday at 5. I'm Erik Z. TC is behind the camera. That's his hand, or as I like to call it, a very naked, stripped down puppet.
Mwah, mwah.
Tune in next week as we have. Who do we have on next week? Who do we? Oh wait, you know who we might be having on next week. Yeah, time to make that call. All right, you guys take care. Have a good time. And as always, if you know somebody who is struggling, somebody you haven't talked to in a while, somebody you may see on Facebook or any social media that the post doesn't sound like their usual selves, it's always good to reach out. It's amazing the power of hello. How are you? It doesn't cost that much except your time, but that time is well spent helping someone else out. Until then, have a good night. See you next week.